I never wear them. I never wear them. I give them to my deities.
Oh,
I put on my altar, so I don't wear. Thank you, though. Thank you for the offer. Hare Krishna. Thank you for the water, Prabhu. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Everything. Krishna's mercy. Without Srila Prabhupada and without the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where would we be? Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari 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 Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yasoda Nandana Raja Jana Ranjana Sodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada Jaya Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya Jaya, Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada Jaya Jaya, Prabhupada. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Public Terasada Shri Srimada's Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda Ki Jai, Namachar Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai, Prem Sika Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Dvaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaur Bhaktivedanta Ki Jai, Jai Radha Krishna Gopa Gopana Shai Makunda Radha Kunda Giri Gaurana Ki Jai, Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Mayapur Navadip Dham Ki Jai, Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai, Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Founder Acharya Viskan Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Gaur Premanandi, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Om Namo Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We're reading today from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 73, verse number 31. This is the chapter entitled, Lord Krishna blesses the kings that have been liberated from Jarasandha. Jarasandham gata yitva Bhimasenena Keshava Partabhyam samyuta pratyat Sahadevena pujita Jarasandham gatayadva Bhimasenena Keshava Partabhyam samyuta prayat Sahadevena pujita Jarasandham gatayatva Bhimasenena Keshava Partabhyam samyuta prayat Sahadevena pujita Bhimasenena Keshava Pratyabhyam samyuta prayat Sahadevena pujita Jarasandham gatayatva Bhimasenena Keshava Bhartavyam samyuta prayat Sahadevena pujita Jarasandham gatayatva Bhimasenena Keshava Partabhyam samyuta prayat Sahadevena pujita Jarasandam Jarasanda Gatayatva, having had killed Bhimasenena by Bhimasena, Keshavaha, Lord Krishna, Partabhyam, by the two sons of Pritha, Bhima and Arjuna, Samyutaha, accompanied, Prayat, he departed, Sahadevena, by Sahadev, Pujitaha, worshipped. Translation by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Having arranged for Bhimasena to kill Jarasandha, Lord Keshava accepted worship from King Sahadev and then departed with the two sons of Pritha. Please repeat. Having arranged for Bhimasena to kill Jarasandha, Lord Keshava accepted worship from King Sahadev and then departed with the two sons of Pritha. There is no purport by the disciples of Prabhupada. There are two tikas from Jiva Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, and they're very similar, so I'll read all Jiva Goswami's tika, and then I will read the parts of Sanatana Goswami's tika which are different. Jiva Goswami writes, Krishna again took up his chakra and other weapons, Keshavaha, showing himself to be the cause of all avatars as Swayam Bhagavan. He then departed on Jarasandha's excellent chariot. And then I'm going to read from a passage from the Mahabharata that he cites. The chariot could not be fastened to any tree and could not be destroyed by weapons. Mankind had never seen such an attractive chariot, O king. Mounting the attractive chariot with the rumbling of clouds, the best of men departed with the two Pandavas. And then he writes, that's the end of the quote, Krishna was worshipped by Sahadev with many offerings of many jewels as well as the chariot. And of course, Sahadev here is not the Pandava Sahadev, but the son of Jarasandha. Now reading from Sanatana Goswami, those parts which are, that part which is slightly different from Jiva Goswami. Killing Keshi for the people of Vraj showed his affection for his devotees, Keshavaha, or he was the supreme lord, Keshava. It was proper that he kill Jarasandha, a non-devotee, and give fame to his devotee Bhima. He then departed on Jarasandha's excellent chariot. Nama Om Vishnu Vadaya Krishna Vasai Vudalai Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swamini Tanamani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Bacharani Nirasesa Shunyavadi Brashachadeshtarni Vanchakalpa Charubhyas Cha Kripa Sindhu Bhyeva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Dvaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaur Bhaktivinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. We're nearly the end of the chapter here. Krishna is now leaving to go back to his home in Dwarka. And we're hearing some of the excellent qualities of Krishna. interesting, in the second purport, Sanatana Goswami writes, it was proper that he kill Jarasandha, a non-devotee, and give fame to his devotee Bhima. This is a theme that we find occurring again and again in the relationship between Krishna and his devotees, is that Krishna, he acts through his devotees. And then the devotee is given the fame for actually doing something wonderful. But he's done that something wonderful by the grace of Krishna. And the devotee knows that that something wonderful is done by the grace of Krishna, but at the same time, he's grateful that Krishna has given him an opportunity to do that wonderful activity, and then thus gain fame. Therefore, the devotee can be very famous and very well known, but the pure devotee doesn't ever become puffed up, because the pure devotee knows that whatever I've done, however wonderful it is only done because Krishna has allowed me to do it. In the case of Bhimasena, he fought and killed Jarasandha. And previously he fought and killed Duryodhana. Both times he was given that honor, that privilege of taking up this activity by the Supreme Lord, who has given Bhimasena a chance to gain glory by defeating these great enemies. But in both cases, it was Krishna who tipped him off on how to actually kill the enemy. Because in both cases, Bhimasena was equally matched with the other opponent. In the case of Jarasandha, they fought for 28 days, and it was over and over and over again. And Bhimasena even said, I can't possibly win this battle. And then Krishna said, well, just remember how he was joined together at birth. And then that gave Bhimasena the clue to how to kill his opponent. It's interesting in this verse that the word Keshava is used to designate Krishna. Bhimasenena Keshava, that line, by Bhimasena. Keshavaha. Now, the name Keshava shows up in many, many places in the Vedic literature, in the Bhagavatam and in Bhagavad Gita. And Keshava, it has two references, actually. One reference is as the killer of the Keshi demon. And the other reference to Keshava, other meaning of Keshava, is the Lord with beautiful, long, dark hair, locks of hair. So one refers to an activity of Krishna, killing a demon. And the other definition or understanding of the word Keshava refers to his beautiful appearance, his transcendental, all-attractive beauty. Keshava is used to designate Krishna 6 times in the Bhagavad Gita. And Prabhupada actually, in the word for word, gives the word for word meaning of Keshava as Krishna, just plain Krishna, 5 times. But in the first time that he refers to, that Keshava is referred to, which is in chapter 1, verse number 30, at that point, Prabhupada, in the word for word, says, Keshava, killer of the Keshi demon. So I thought it would be nice today to really just take a look at this name Keshava and how wonderful this name is. And first, let's turn to the first definition of the name Keshava, which is the killer of the Keshi demon. The Keshi demon was the second to last demon killed by Krishna in Vrindavan. just before Akrura came to take him away from Vrindavan. That's actually chapter 38 of the Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto. Just before, in chapter 37, Krishna kills first Keshava and then Vyomasura, same day. Now, we've understood that actually there are actually 13 demons that Krishna has killed, listed in, if you look at a list beginning with Putana. But actually, he killed innumerable demons. We just get to hear about 13 of them. He's actually killing demons every day, all the time, never ending, as long as he's here in his Bhauma Vrindavan, his earthly Vrindavan. In the spiritual world, in Goloka Vrindavan, actually there are no demons. There's just rumors of the demons. They're coming. Where's the demon? Because no demons disturb. But here, when Krishna appears to give his darshan to those of us in this material world, he has demons to kill. So this Keshi demon, I thought I would just read from Krishna book, one section from Krishna book, about his glorious killing of the Keshi demon. Now it's interesting that when Krishna kills the demons in Vrindavan, it's really, they're magical killings, practically speaking. It's not like if you read Krishna killing the different persons in the second part of the 10th canto. The 10th canto is 90 chapters. First 40 are in Vrindavan, the last 50 are outside of Vrindavan. And the demons killed in Vrindavan are killed in these kind of magical ways. You know, there's a huge Aghasura, and Krishna goes into the mouth and pops through the top of his head. Or he rips a giant bird, Bakasura, in half. And in this case, he's going to kill the Keshi demon by jamming his fist into his mouth. Now, when you see Krishna killing demons, or, different demons in the second part of the Bhagavatam, 10th canto, he's, more conventional. I mean, he's never conventional, but, he's using bow and arrow. He's using some sort of relatable weapon, a chakra. Cuts off, what's his name? The one who's criticizing him all the time. Shishupal, yeah. So, and in other places, he kills Bhaumasura, he's riding with Subhadra right up to his, it's an amazing story. He's bashing through all the fortifications, and then he's like shooting arrows like anything, like an unbelievable machine gun or something. And that's, magical enough, but when you see the demons being killed in Vrindavan, it's just such wonderful touch to it that, it's so glorious, so wonderful. No wonder he gets the name Keshava, the killer of the Keshi demon. So let's just read a short piece of the killing of the Keshi demon. After being instructed by Kamsa, the demon Keshi assumed the form of a terrible horse. He entered the arena of Vrindavan with the speed of the mind, his great mane flying and his hooves digging up the earth. He began to whinny and terrify the whole forest. Krishna saw that the demon was terrifying all the residents of Vrindavan with his whinnying and his tail wheeling in the sky like a big cloud. This is unbelievable. This is like, a horse as big as these trees. Just, who can believe it? But only Krishna can do this. Krishna's beauty, Krishna's power is being exhibited here. The Lord, Krishna can understand that the horse was challenging him to fight. The Lord accepted the challenge and stood before the Keshi demon, calling him to fight. The horse then ran toward Krishna, making a horrible sound like a roaring lion. His jaws spread wide open as if to swallow the whole sky. Keshi rushed toward the Lord with great speed and tried to trample him with his legs, which were strong, forceful, and as hard as stone. Krishna, however, immediately caught hold of the legs and thus baffled him. Now remember, this horse is gigantic. I mean, as I say, the description is, we got a horse as big as these trees here. And then Krishna, he's a kid. He's not big, but he just grabs those legs. Imagine this. We can't imagine. It's just unbelievable. It's a scene that, maybe they can do a little justice to it in front of these movies someday. But really, we can't understand how wonderful it is. There's a wonderful phrase in Latin that when I studied Latin. And there's a book called the Aeneid. And the Aeneid's, anyway, there's a wonderful phrase that was given by Virgil. He said, mirabula dictu. He uses that. Miraculous to tell. Miraculous to tell. Because there's all these miracles there. He would say, mirabula dictu. So I almost like it. Miraculous to tell. How can we understand this? We can't, but we can hear. So Keshi's rushed towards him, and Krishna, however, immediately caught hold of his legs and thus baffled him. Krishna was somewhat angry, and thus he began to whirl the horse around. After a few rounds, he contemptuously threw him 100 yards away, just as Garuda throws a big snake. Thrown by Krishna, the horse immediately passed out. But after a little while, he regained consciousness. You can't kill him very easily. He's big and angry. And with great anger and force, again rushed toward Krishna with his mouth open. Imagine the scene. As soon as Keshi reached him, Krishna pushed his left arm within the horse's mouth. He's a young, he's a 14-year-old boy. He's young. And how big is his arm going to be? Well, his arm is as big as God's. He is God. As soon as Keshi reached him, Krishna pushed his left arm within the horse's mouth, and it looked as though a big snake had entered a hole in the field. The horse felt great pain because Krishna's arm felt to him like a hot iron rod. Immediately his teeth fell out. Krishna's arm within the mouth of the horse at once began to expand, and Keshi's throat choked up. As the great horse suffocated, perspiration appeared on his body, and he threw his legs hither and thither. As his last breath came out, his eyeballs bulged in their sockets, and he passed stool and urine simultaneously. Thus, the vital force of his life expired. When the horse was dead, his mouth became loose, and Krishna could extract his arm without great difficulty. He did not feel any surprise that the Keshi demon was killed so easily. But the demigods in the sky were amazed. And out of great appreciation, they offered Krishna greetings by showering flowers. After he had killed the Keshi demon, Krishna returned to tending his cows with his friends in the forest as though nothing had happened. Thus, Krishna is eternally engaged in his transcendental activities in Vrindavan with his friends, the cowherd boys and gopis, but sometimes he exhibits the extraordinary prowess of the Supreme Personality of Godhead by killing different types of demons. Just having fun, and then, oh yes, let's kill a giant demon. How wonderful. How incredible. And this goes on for eternity in Vrindavan. The other meaning of Keshava is how the Lord is so beautiful. And and Prabhupada talks about this beauty, just the beauty of Krishna. And so, from some classes that Prabhupada has given, I want just to read his descriptions of the beauty of Krishna, his extraordinary beauty. And again, the description, the name Keshava means that one with the beautiful, long, curling black hair. How wonderful. And here Prabhupada writes about the form of Krishna being the most beautiful in all the three worlds, in all the spiritual sky. Every day we sing something. Keshava Drita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare. So, we go through Keshava Drita, Rama Sarira, Jaya Jagadish Hare, the different avatars. That last line of Jayadev Goswami's song about the Das avatars talks about how these avatars are so beautiful. Why? Because they're Keshava. But the really, really most beautiful Keshava is Krishna himself. Prabhupada speaks in New Vrindavan in September 1972. This is a lecture from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 2, verse number 7. Just like everyone, it may be you belong to some religion. I belong to, but everyone knows that God is great. That is reputation. Aishvarasya samagrasya virhayasya yashayasa. And Shri means beauty. So Krishna is Bhagavan. He's full of the 6 opulences: power, beauty, renunciation, fame, etc. So everyone knows that. Prabhupada said, everyone knows that, whatever religion. God is the most beautiful. Just like, see Krishna here. You have got Krishna's figure here now. How beautiful. And so he's pointing to Radha Vrindavan Chandra here in Vrindavan, New Vrindavan. God must be. He is young always. An old man cannot become beautiful. That is stated in the Brahma Samhita. Advaitam achyutam anadim ananta rupam adyam purana purusham nova yovanam cha. Nova yovanam cha. No matter how old he is, he's always beautiful. Don't think, like some other religions think, that God is this person, he's very old, and he spends his time just judging the sinners and the saints. No, that's not God. That is a description of Adwan Purana. He is the original person, the oldest of all, but he is Nova Yovanam, just like a beautiful boy, say 16 or 20 years old. So that is beautiful, the most beautiful. Another class that he gives in Los Angeles, 1973, Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 8th chapter, text number 31. This is from the teachings of Queen Kunti. Just like Krishna, another name is Madan Mohan. Madan means Cupid. Cupid enchants everyone, Cupid. And Krishna enchants Cupid. Therefore, his name is Madan Mohan. He's so beautiful that even Cupid is enchanted by him. But again, on the other side, Krishna, although he's so beautiful that he enchants Cupid, still he's enchanted by Srimati Radharani. Therefore, Srimati Radharani's name is Madan Mohan Mohini. Krishna is the enchanter of Cupid, and Radharani is the enchanter of that enchanter. Whew. How nice. This is the spiritual world. We see them, every day on the altar, Sri Sri Radha Golokananda. And, if Prabhupada would come in and see them, he would see the whole Vrindavan opening up. No, I'm fortunate and blessed to appreciate how beautiful they look, how they're dressed by their wonderful servants every day. And someday, we can enter into a relationship with Krishna in that Vrindavan. But in the meantime, we hear from the wonderful Bhagavatam and from our Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada, in Vrindavan in 1976. God means Shammasundaram. This is also appears to be contradictory. Shammasundaram. We have got idea. What is black is not beautiful. But here, Krishna Shammasundaram, although he is black, he is Sundaram. I mean, we use here black in the sense of the darkness of ignorance. Black means ignorance. You go into a dark room, you can't see anything. And light is bright. So how can this dark figure of Krishna be the brightest also? How is that possible? It's inconceivable. Barhavatam asitam Buddha sundarangam. Asitam Buddha. Black cloud like that, color. But he is very sundaram. Kandarpa koti kamaniya vishesha shobham. He's so beautiful that if you compare with millions of Kandarpa, Cupid is supposed to be very beautiful. So if you bring another millions of Cupids, still their combined beauty cannot be compared with Krishna's beauty. How wonderful. And then, so let's see here. Yes, Los Angeles. This is another class in 1975. So apart from we are not seeing personally, but we have heard it personally. At least we can see one thing, how Krishna is great. Because Aishvaryasya Samagrasya Virahasya Yashastriya Jnana Shriya, beautiful. No more, nobody can be more beautiful than Krishna. Shriya means beauty. You see here, Krishna, how he is beautiful. So he does not become old. Nava yavanam cha, advaita, chutam, anadim, ananta rupam, adyam purana purusham, nova yavanam cha. He is the oldest person because he has created everything. But he will never look old. Would you, as the Supreme Lord, Creator, everything, Alpha, Omega, would you want to be old? Krishna's picture you'll never see Krishna's picture as an old man. These are the definitions of God. Now, there have been several verses cited in these verses at Prabhupada from the Brahma Samhita. One I thought would be very nice to hear because it's an interesting verse because Prabhupada, there's actually a recording of Prabhupada speaking this verse and the purport. It's verse number 30. Vainam kanandam aravinda dalaya taksham barhavatamsam asitam buddha sundarangam kandarpa koti kamaniya vishesha shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is adept on playing on his flute, with blooming eyes like lotus petals, with head decked with peacock feathers, with the figure of beauty tinged with the hue of blue clouds, and his unique loveliness charming millions of cupids. Prabhupada, there's a recording of this. It's really beautiful. I'll read it, but listen to the recording someday of Prabhupada. The matchless beauty of Krishna, the Supreme Lord of Goloka, is being described. Krishna, the all-pervading cognition, has a spiritual form of his own. The form of Krishna is not a fanciful creation of imagination formed after visualizing the beautiful things of the world. What Brahma saw in his ecstatic trance of pure devotion is being described. Not like some artist says, oh, I'm going to draw a picture of God. No. Krishna is engaged in playing upon his flute. That flute, by his enchanting musical sounds, attracts the hearts of all living beings, just as a lotus petal produces a pleasant sight. So the two beautiful eyes of Krishna, who causes the manifestation of our spiritual vision, display the unlimited splendor and beauty of his moon-like face, the loveliness that adorns his head with peacock feather figures, the corresponding feature of the the loveliness that adorns his head with peacock feather figures, the corresponding figure of his spiritual beauty of Krishna. Just as a mass of blue clouds offers a specifically soothing, pleasant view, the complexion of Krishna is analogously tinged with a spiritual dark blue color. It's indescribable. There's no color in this world like this. The beauty and loveliness of Krishna is far more enchanting than that of Cupid multiplied a millionfold. Now, this beauty is inconceivable. This beauty is outside our understanding. But in this dark age of Kali, 500 some years ago, Lord Chaitanya, he came, and he gave us the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. He and his transcendental brother, Lord Nityananda, have blessed us with the opportunity of chanting this holy name in this dark age of Kali. And he himself, he also invoked the name of Keshava when he chanted, Krishna, 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 hey. Krishna, 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 hey. Krishna, 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 Raksha Mam. Krishna, 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 Pahimam. Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Raghava, Rakshamam. Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Pahimam. Krishna Keshava. How beautiful, how wonderful. That, oh Ram, oh descendant of the king of Raghu, please protect me. Oh Krishna, oh Keshava, killer of the Keshi demon, please protect me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. How blessed we are to have met Srila Prabhupada and Srila Prabhupada's God brothers too, but Srila Prabhupada's disciples, and be part of this wonderful transcendental movement that Srila Prabhupada so kindly has connected us to. So I'll stop there and ask if there's any comment, question, correction, anything that's said here of any value is simply coming from Srila Prabhupada. I'm just simply an empty vessel. He fills whatever is here. And I thank Srila Prabhupada for allowing me to speak and giving me a chance to do some research the day before so I can fill my heart with his mercy. Aye. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Well, we're waiting for the 7:15 train to Vrindavan here. Hare Krishna. Haribo.
Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Enam Kanvandam Maravindanalaya Taksham Varhavatam Samasitam Buddhasundarangam Kandar Agom Vidamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasa Sakalen Priya Priti Manti Vasyanti Panti Kayanti Chiram Naganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami 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 Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachaharine Nivishesha Sunyavadi Vaskachadi Satarine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachaharine Nivishesha Sunyavadi Vaskachadi Satarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Golokananda, Radha Golokananda, Radha Golokananda, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Golokananda, Radha Golokananda, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Golokananda, Radha Golokananda, Radha Golokananda, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Golokananda, Radha Golokananda, Radha Golokananda, Shri Radhe. Jaya Giri Govardhan, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Radha Shila Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Shila Prabhupada Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parikacharya Charisada Shri Srimati Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Sri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Sika Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Dvaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaur Bhaktivinda Ki Jai. Jai Radha Krishna Gopa Gopana Shai Mukunda Radha Kunda Giri Gaurani Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mayapur Navadip Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki. Srimati Tulsi Devi Ki. Harinam Sankirtan Ki. Brihat Madanya Ki. Samaveda Bhaktivinda Ki. Gaur Premanandi. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The first big announcement today is we have to say happy birthday to Kamalini Mataji. Hari Hari Bo! We're blessed to have her and Apoorvaji in our community. Thank you for everything you do for. And another thing I want to announce, tomorrow is Sadhana Plus Plus, and Amarendra Prabhu will be giving class tomorrow in the morning, probably about 8:15 or so, something like that. And there's also a 6-hour kirtan in the afternoon. And last and certainly not least, there's Harinam Sankirtan at Weaver Street Market on Sunday between 11:30 and 1. It'll be a beautiful day. It'll be lots and lots of people walking their dogs, taking their kids out, shopping, eating, whatever they're going to be doing, and they'll be hearing the holy name.
Brunching.
Yeah, brunching, yes. And Chaitodarpanam Marjanam Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam. Beautiful. Eyakairavya Chandrikavitaranam Vidyavadu Jivanam Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam Pratipanam Pranamrita Swadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Nam Namakari Bahudan Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatrapitani Amita Smarane. Thank you. Allah. Etad Drishita Vakripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaiva Midrishami Hajjani Nanuraga Trinada Pi Sunichena Tarora Pi Suhishuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari Nadram Najanam Nasundarim Kavitam Vajagadishakamaye Mama Janmani Janmani Ishvare Bhavatad Bhaktir Vaitaki Twai Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Vishame Bhavam Buddha Kripayata Vabada Pankaja Stita Duli Sajashim Vachintaya Nayanam Galashu Darya Varanam Gad Gadhridaya Gira Pulakarnishitam Vapukada Tavanamagrahane Bhavishyati Yugayatam Namishena Chakshusha Bravashayatam Shunayatam Jagat Sarvam Govindam Virahename Ashlishava Padamartamadastumam Adarshana Marmahatakarotuva Mat Prananatastusa Evana Para. Victory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. O my Lord, congregational chanting of your holy name alone can render all benediction living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you've invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw on the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth. O Son of Maharaj Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor, yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name? O Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embrace or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he's always my worshipful Lord, unconditionally. Shri Shastra Ki Jai. Thank you, Sundari Radha, for dressing Shri Shri Radha Golokananda so beautifully. It's like a flower outfit. So many roses, and it looks like we've got the gardenias coming in. So this is the best time of the year, flower time. And now downstairs,